Scarle. I love you. Any tips for future EN auditionees? First of all, thank you for the super essential. Mwah. My biggest advice is if you have like a niche or something that Niji doesn't have, or like a certain talent or skill you have, make sure you show that up first and foremost. Because, like, what do you call it? Because I mentioned this before that, like, Niji, like, that's why there's so many of us. Because you're not supposed to watch everybody. There's supposed to be, like, a niche for everybody. So everyone can find at least one liver they like. So if you have a niche that isn't in Niji yet, or that there's, like, a small community you know of that you can bring to Niji, I would bring it up. And especially if you have any skills, like, because you're not just joining for you are joining a team. Like, you know how some livers, like, they want like stream, like how the freaking form says like streaming experience. Some may or may not have streaming experience, which is why it's not the worst thing if you don't have experience, because there might be someone in your wave who does. So if you have skills like video editing or Photoshop or improv from like acting or languages or any other type of skill that would help behind the scenes for like projects or like future 3D things or anything like that, like it doesn't even have to be VTubing. If you have a practical talent or a skill that could be used, like freaking like Petra's fucking cracked at graphic design. Shu and Aster are good at tech and no tech support. Aya is good at drawing. Ren and Mari, well, Mari's also good at drawing, but Ren and Mari are like music. You know what I mean? And then like Kyo's very funny and witty. Like there's always something different everybody has. And that's a really good thing, I think. Exactly. I hope that was helpful. So if you have like a certain type of game you want to play or a certain type of content you want, that, because I mentioned this before, that when I auditioned for Niji, I legit told them I wanted to do like cooking and hand cams and otome games. However, it wasn't until I got in later that it was kind of hard to, you know, be able to play some of the games I wanted to play. But, you know, you kind of have to adapt once you get in. But yeah, I told them what I wanted to do. There are other hand cam people here, but that doesn't mean I can't make it my own and do something different. So at least that's what I'm trying to do. You know, I still have a lot to learn. I could still be better. I could still do a lot of different things to, you know, do that. So there's also that. Yeah. And like I said, practical skills. Like I have, like some of us in EN has had experience streaming, video editing, Photoshop, acting experience, multilingual, or they know instruments, or they have other practical skills, or just any kind of special talent or skills that they can show it on stream and make it like entertainment. Or they could use it behind the scenes to help with other projects. Because even if you don't have streaming experience, maybe you're good at it. Maybe you're good at music. Maybe you can sing. Maybe you play instruments. Maybe you've never had experience, but you're good at drawing, or you know how to video edit or do Photoshop really well. So it doesn't matter whether or not if you've had experience in streaming or not. It helps. It does help. Definitely, it does help. But you can try to get in with your other skills, because streaming is just part of the job. You still got a bunch of 50 other things on the back end that you have to do. So if you have any other skills that could be used for projects, and not even just for your own wave, but to help anyone in the company at all, that will definitely help you at least get the attention of whoever is, like, you know, whoever's doing the freaking applications or whatever. And another thing is, if you get a no, it's not a no, it's a not now. Like, for example, Luca, he wanted to be in Niji for a long time, you know? But see, you know, it was like the girls and like Lazulite. So of course he didn't get in because they were doing the girls. But then he got in when they did the boy group. You know what I mean? Yeah, he kept applying. He'd been consistent. So it's never a no. It's a not now. So just remember that, because you see all the people who got in afterwards, after all the no's, is because it didn't mean they weren't good enough. It just meant it wasn't the time. And then you see where they got, and it was like, damn, because there's a bunch of people who applied more than once. And when you see them finally there, it's like, it's perfect. That's you. You know what I mean? And they remember you. So make sure you keep improving. If you do audition again, make sure you improve and show them that you grew as a content creator or in whatever skill you wanted to bring, and you improved yourself. I hope that was helpful. Also, just turn in your application on time, and also don't lie about anything. Also, don't, if you're underage, don't lie and say, like, be 18 before you before what do you call it? Like the due date. Make sure you're 18 by then, you know. Because there's legal paperwork you're gonna be signing. So yeah, I hope that was it. I hope that was helpful.